What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Progressive Action TV show. I am your host, Tramel Thompson, and I want to tell you guys there's a narrative out going on out there that I do not like. And for some strange reason, the MTA is trying to throw new bus operators up under the bus and claim that they are the reason for the collisions because of too much traffic in the central business district in Manhattan. For those who don't know, that's 60th Street and below, that they are the reason why accidents are happening, these new bus operators. And they could pull that stunt on the new bus operators because they know that it will be almost war if they say that it's happening with the tenured bus operators. But in my view, an injury to one is an injury to all. And I want to know why the union is not talking about this specifically. The MTA is willing to throw new bus operators, and I don't even want to say new bus operators, period, because the public can't tell who's new and who got 30 years. The only thing they see is that MTA logo, that uniform, and someone driving the bus, right? So when the MTA use this language, it is actually dangerous to the bus operator. It's actually dangerous to anyone who put on a uniform, right? So just to think that they are using this narrative to try to substantiate why congestion pricing is needed is kind of ridiculous, because just think about it like this. They are thinking that when congestion pricing come, that the traffic in the city is going to die down. What happens if the traffic don't die down, right? Now, I'm telling you, this narrative been going on for these past couple of days. New MTA bus drivers cause increase in bus collisions, right? Totally, 100%, I don't believe that story, right? And even if it is true, I'm going to break down to you guys in a couple of minutes. I'm going to play a video, but I'm going to break down to you guys in a couple of minutes why I think that they are full of it. Now, I'm going to play a clip by COO of the MTA, Craig Cipriano. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this. I like Craig Cipriano. I have no issues with him, right? The reason I'm doing this video is because I feel that he put out a dangerous statement, that he don't realize how dangerous or what he said was dangerous, because like I said, people don't know a new bus operator from a person who have 25, 30 years. They just see the uniform, they see the person driving the bus, and that's that, right? And to say that bus operators are causing accidents in this particular area is dangerous. But I'm gonna have to say it, Craig, you're full of it with this one. I'm going to explain in a second. So let me get to this video so you guys can get a clearer picture of what Mr. Cipriano said.
And that is a very challenging feature of our traffic environment, quite suddenly. But I'll ask Craig to come talk about buses.
Thanks, Jose. So we are seeing a little bit of an uptick on the collisions, as you saw in the committee reports. One of the populations of bus operators is the probationary bus operators. We hired, well over 2,000 bus operators over the last year or so, as we've, come out of hiring freeze and want to bring back those titles. But, generally there's an uptick across the city. And, that is another reason, how congestion pricing would even help that in regards to, most of our accidents, or a large proportion of accidents, do happen in the central business district. So, again, as traffic has come back, we see an uptick there. On a good point is that we do see that the accidents are minor in nature, right? They're not major accidents. We encourage all our bus operators to report, any type of incident that occurs, and that's what we're seeing. And again, what are we doing about it? We continue to work not only with the probationary bus operators, but all our bus operators in sharing trends and retraining and recommunication as we see those trends occurring.
And has there been any training time increased in the way that transit trimmed a little bit of time off of the back end of training for train crews?
Absolutely not.
All right, we move on to Dan Rivlin.
Now, I want to explain something to you guys, right? I want to explain something to you guys. Let's take buses out of this for a second, because what the MTA really is trying to do, besides put the blame on the bus operator, is they acting like their training is 100%, right? All of these, they saying that these new operators are causing accidents. Name one job where the new person is less likely to commit the infraction. Has anyone ever been to 130 Livingston and see all those probationaries that be in the room waiting their execution? Right? And we talking about train operators and conductors. We're not talking about traffic. We're not talking about congestion and pricing. We're not talking about any of that. So really, when at a new job, a new employment, the person who's the rookie is more likely to cause the problem or the accident or break the rule or the infraction, right? Because it's new to them. But for the MTA to not acknowledge their shortcomings in this, and I'm talking about the way that they handle their training. So a bus operator get 10 days of training, 10 days to drive that vehicle, right? As long as you have the license, you could drive that vehicle. They don't train, from what I understand, maybe somebody could correct me if I'm wrong, they don't train bus operators to drive in inclement weather. They don't train you to drive in snow. They don't train you to drive in heavy rain or downpours. I even heard that they don't even let you train at nighttime. Like, you can't be a student and train and driving in the night. There's a difference between driving in the day and driving in the night. That's why the states recognize that, because they don't let people with permits drive after a certain hour, because it's a different type of experience driving at night. So why isn't the MTA doing the right thing with training? And we just talking about the bus side. Forget about the subway side. I've been complaining for years about how the MTA training is poor for train operators and conductors. In fact, most of their training consists of scare tactics. Everything you do, if you mess up, you're going to be at 180 Livingston. If you mess up, you're going to be suspended. If you mess up, this is going to happen. They actually teach you in fear versus getting you to actually grasp the job at hand, grasp those rules, grasp those policies. Over here on the train side, like I said, they teach you to be fearful instead of really learning the job. And like I said, on the bus side, like I said, somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, they do not train you at nighttime. So for them to say a blanket statement, oh, these accidents is happening. All right, what time of day are these accidents happening? Because you guys don't train bus operators on any 24-hour stuff. Now, train operators and conductors, not even conductors, but train operators have to post on I think a night tour, all 3 tours or something like that, but they post on more than one tour. I don't think bus operators post on more than one tour. But the fact of the matter is the MTA training is bad, period. Instead of them looking at what could they do better training-wise, they point the finger and say, hey, these new bus operators is the reason for these crashes. Well, your training can't be good if all of these new bus operators are getting into these accidents. Can't be good. And I'm disappointed in the union leadership allowing the MTA to get away with this narrative. There's no way possible that they can allow this, but it makes sense because their views mirror more of management than actually representing the members. This is today's show. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. These next couple of shows will be on YouTube, so make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share these videos out, and we'll be back with more and more. Catch you guys later. Peace.